Hello everybody, this is Nature Nate, and today I would like to talk to you about the Zpacks Nero backpack. This backpack retails for $199, and it is more or less a premier ultralight backpack. It weighs in at 10.7 ounces, and that's including this little back panel here. You can remove this back panel to remove an ounce, so a sub 10 ounce pack. It is really crazy how light this pack is, but it is very basic as well, and that's what you get for such a light pack. So they say it is a 38-liter pack, definitely has some decent volume to it, and they say also it only has a carrying capacity of 20 pounds. So I haven't had the chance to really test that weight restriction, but I would imagine when I'm doing longer backpacking trips, depending on where I'm at, a lot of the time I would carry a gallon of water. I like to have basically a full day's worth of water a lot of the time. But if you're hiking around creeks and streams and you only need to carry 1 liter at a time, that really reduces that overall weight. So yeah, a whole gallon, you're going to be working with just about half of the supposed weight carrying capacity of this backpack. So let's go over the pack a little bit itself. So it's got the classic roll top that a lot of the Dyneema packs have. This is a Dyneema composite fabric pack. Really awesome. It's almost fully waterproof. They do some seam sealing on this backpack, but I would imagine even still, if you were really in a downpour, it would soak through. So they have pack covers and everything that Zpacks sells in order to protect this a little more. But under general circumstances, it probably wouldn't soak all the way through, or if you packed your backpack right, it would be okay. So it's got this roll top enclosure, and I have some stuff in here to kind of show you what it looks like with volume in it. A little bit different feature on this roll top, so you can do the classic roll and then buckle, like a lot of like a classic dry bag would be. But you can also buckle it with these side straps here that come around, and buckle that on each side and then cinch as needed on both sides. So that's a different style compared to some of their other backpacks. And it's just these little tiny buckles, and it cinches down as such in order to give it a proper fit. So that's kind of the outside with the strapping system. It's also got the outer mesh pocket, which is really awesome. It seems kind of silly to have such a big outer mesh pocket, but it turns out it's so nice because you just have access to all these pieces of gear on the outside. Let's say a rain jacket if it's kind of storms are in and out, or a puffy layer if you're going up and down hills and you need something, you're transitioning layers all the time. That gives you the ability to have that on the outside and easy access, snacks, things of that nature. I use the outer pocket a lot, and I'll just stuff all kinds of stuff in there, anything I might want throughout the day, so I don't have to go in and out of my pack as often. So anyway, these are great to have, this exterior mesh pocket. It's got 2 big water bottle pockets, and this is a 1 liter smart water bottle right here. So you can easily fit 2 liter smart water bottles on each side, making a gallon, an easy gallon to carry with this pack, and that utilizes the volume of this pack really well, actually using those for water bottles, and then it makes it easy access. I don't always use camelbacks or water bladders. Actually, a lot of the time I do not. So you can use that with this pack, however, then you kind of lose that exterior volume for water. So just something to be mindful of. If you're really going fast, of course, there's huge advantages to camelbacks, but a lot of the time, just having a water bottle, and if you can stop and take a 2-minute break to get a drink of water, it's a nice reset as well. So anyway, to easily holds a gallon on the exterior. I'll go over the back of the backpack now. So it does have really nice wide shoulder straps. They are not the most adjustable. This is all sewn into place here on the top where it connects to the backpack, and that's probably the weak point right here where it's sewn in. And then it's got a nice little lifting handle here. It's got a small little fabric loop here so you can attach different things. That is something about these Zpacks. They have, you can do a lot of little modifications. They have tons of options and accessories on their website to attach little outside mesh bags or extra zipper bags for Dyneema bags for a little bit of extra volume. You can do a lot of that with these packs, and they all have the weight right there online to show you what exactly you're going to be adding to the pack. This is ultralight. Usually people that are buying these packs are going to have that in mind. Just something to consider. So, back to the back of the pack. This is a frameless pack, so you have to pack it consciously or else it gets really kind of bizarre on your backpack and it's not going to sit well. So you want to pack it, so a lot of people do like rigid things along the back panel so that it gives it kind of its form. You create the frame basically with how you pack it, and that's how you have to consider this. It's I just stuffed a down jacket in there, a really big down jacket, and it gave it kind of this tubular shape, which again, it's fine for small hikes and things like that, but if you were doing a multi-day or an extended backpacking trip, lots of miles and things, like what kind of this backpack was designed for, super ultralight, it would eventually wear on you to have that tubular shape unless you could strap it down and kind of force that to be flat. So one thing I'll also say, it's got this little back panel which doubles as a seat. It's a small folding foam pad, kind of like a Thermarest type pad. So I'll just take it out so you can see. It's got this nice little shock cord design so you can easily stick that pad, take it in and out of the back. And also you can just take the whole thing out. If you're not going to use this thing, the back pad, and you're not going to sit on it or anything, hey, you can save an ounce. That's an easy way to save an ounce. Anyway, this guy just kind of folds up just like any classic foam pad. And yeah, it's a perfect butt size, or if you're kneeling or something like that, you could definitely use this for more than just the back of your backpack. Or maybe even a pillow. I think it would be a pretty decent pillow shape if you're a side sleeper or just laying on your back. So here's what it looks like without the little back pad. And there's a few adjustabilities here for the waist strap down at the bottom. The waist strap is very basic. It is just a strap with a buckle and tightens from either side. It's really basic. You're not going to get a lot of hip support or anything like that, but you're not supposed to use this pack with a lot of weight. And there's also a small chest strap. It's the same as their other packs that they use. Very basic, no shock cord or anything, and it's the tiniest little buckle. But these buckles, for being so small, they're actually really strong. So don't worry about that aspect. These packs, in my experience, are extremely durable considering how light they are. So I haven't taken this thing canyoneering or mountaineering or anything like that. Just day hikes at this point. I haven't had the opportunity to use my ultralight, my super ultralight, whatever you want to call it, the very light setup that would be the proper use for this backpack. So in time I will do an update video discussing more of that and how feasible it really is to have a sub 20-pound pack for long-term trips or for high miles. And I believe that it is totally doable, but it takes some work to get your setup to be that light. But for a day hiking or anything like that, that's a little easier to have sub 20 pounds. It's great for that. As far as the interior goes, as basic as it gets. It's literally just a tube pocket, just like that. It actually has quite a bit of volume. I mean, 38 liters might not be the full volume of this pack. I guess it depends on how much you roll this top down. That will really dictate how much volume. I mean, that's probably 38 liters right there with it all the way rolled down. So you could squeeze out extra if you had some really high volume items down that you didn't want to compress all the way. But I think the reason why they call it 38 is so that you're not trying to max out the weight too much. That 20 liter or that 20 pound limit is pretty low. I mean, that's very low. So anyway, it is a very rudimentary basic pack, but it's very effective. It doesn't need to be flashy. It doesn't need to have lots of bells and whistles. It's meant for extreme weight reduction, 10.7 ounces. And if you remove that back panel, that's an extra ounce off. So 9.7 ounces for a backpack that you could feasibly backpack with, that is crazy. A lot of backpacks weigh 3 pounds that you're gonna go backpacking with. So think of how much, you know, that's a huge weight savings right there without even going into the, without even going into all the other aspects of ultralight and weight cutting and weight savings that you can do with a backpack. So just something to consider. This is the Zpacks Nero. It's an awesome little backpack, and I hope to use it a lot more in the future and update some of these videos about what it's really like doing a longer term, high mile adventure with a pack like this versus with some of the other Zpacks. Frameless, a little different style, awesome pack so far, and I look forward to continuing its use into the future. All right, well, I hope that was helpful for you all, and thank you very much. This is Nature Nate out.